B-list actress Blake Lively and her husband, Ryan Reynolds, are not going to be pleased when they find this out.
To me, this does not help Blake Lively's case at all.
Spare no expense. We are not going to be intimidated into settling.
She played with fire, and now she got burned. This isn't going to end well for you, Blake.
Blake Lively and her dragon, Ryan Reynolds, are in serious trouble, and it's all because Justin Baldoni is refusing to back down. This lawsuit isn't going anywhere, and Blake can already feel the walls closing in around her. She knows that if she falls, she'll break apart completely, and she's doing everything she can to prevent that from happening. But there's one big problem. Justin isn't looking for a quiet, behind-the-scenes settlement. No, he wants the world to see exactly what's going on and is determined to take this all the way to court. Justin's lawyer is speaking on his behalf, making it clear that he's standing firm.
I'm just going to tell you, you're going to have to wait and see. It's coming up soon. But it's all going to be based on evidence. It's not going to be just a lawsuit. It's going to be the kind of lawsuit that is full of evidence, admissions, documents, which prove exactly what she did and how she bullied her way through the process to take over the movie and used her PR people to try and destroy Justin.
Blake initially believed that Justin Baldoni would back down, assuming he didn't have the resources to take them on. She was partly right, but also completely wrong. While it's true that a high-profile legal battle comes with a hefty price tag, and Blake and Ryan have much deeper pockets than Justin, what she doesn't realize is that Justin isn't even footing the bill for his lawyer. In an unexpected twist, a billionaire is backing Justin's fight.
One of the co-founders of Wayfarer, his production company, is Steve Sarowitz. And there's no sorrow with him because Steve Sarowitz is a billionaire.
Blake and Ryan may have had the upper hand when it came to money, but with the help of Justin's billionaire backer, Steve Sarowitz, that's no longer the case. Blake Lively might have dragons, but Justin Baldoni has a dragon slayer. Accusations of harassment can destroy a career unless they're completely disproven, and unless Blake issues an unconditional apology and writes an 8-figure check, Justin is prepared to fight this all the way to a verdict, just like Johnny Depp did. On top of that, it seems Blake's legal team isn't doing her any favors. They should be advising her to settle, but instead, she's refusing to apologize. She's not even willing to retract her claims that Justin Baldoni is a sexual harasser. It's as if she's doubling down, with her entire career on the line, refusing to acknowledge the gravity of the situation. The hatred is palpable, and now it's not just a battle in court but a media war, with no end in sight. Now, let's take a moment to talk about Justin. Unlike the typical Hollywood scandal where people scramble to protect their careers, Justin isn't playing the PR game. He's not backing down, he's not making desperate settlements, and he's standing his ground like a man with nothing to hide. He's determined to clear his name, leaving no stone unturned in his quest for justice.
To clear his name. And I think that's what's happening here. I don't think Blake Lively, and certainly Ryan Reynolds, they don't need money from Justin Baldoni. They're A-list celebrities, and they're worth a lot. And same thing, I think Justin Baldoni, obviously money is going to be more important to him, but he's fighting for his survival right now. If you have a reputation in Hollywood as being a harasser, that's a quick way to never make another film here again.
Let's be real. Hollywood has a notorious way of destroying careers over allegations, and Justin is determined not to let that happen to him. He wants his good name restored, and perhaps even more importantly, he wants to get back into his talent agency, which dropped him without hesitation the moment the accusations came to light.
Justin Baldoni has reportedly been dropped from his talent agency WME after co-star Blake Lively, who is also represented by WME, filed a legal complaint accusing him of harassment and creating a hostile work environment on set of their blockbuster hit It Ends With Us.
If Justin settles, people will assume he has something to hide, and that would be the end of his career. He knows that, which is why he's committed to taking this fight all the way to court. And guess what? The courts are on his side. Justin's legal team has already told Judge Louis Lan that a settlement discussion is premature. Essentially, they're saying this case is going to trial, no mediation, no discovery protocol, no quietly sweeping it under the rug. and Judge Lan agrees. Now, the stage is set for March 2026, which will be one of the biggest legal showdowns Hollywood has ever seen. But here's where it gets really ugly. This lawsuit isn't just a legal headache for Blake, it's the beginning of a full-blown career meltdown. Her once thriving hair care line, the one she was constantly plugging during the It Ends With Us tour, is tanking. People are starting to boycott Blake's brand, sales are plummeting, and investors are backing out faster than she can attempt damage control.
Allegedly, Target is claiming customers are returning Blake Lively's hair care line, Blake Brown, in droves. So they are pulling all of her merchandise off their shelves because they are losing profit.
Her credibility is in tatters, and her brand is feeling the fallout. And if you think that's bad, just wait. Betty Buzz, her cocktail line, is next on the chopping block. This isn't just a lawsuit anymore, it's a full-blown career collapse, and she's watching it all unfold in real time. As for Ryan, he's feeling the heat too. Disney is far from happy. Allegedly, Ryan made fun of Justin Baldoni in some scenes of Deadpool 3, and word on the street is that he's been ordered to tone down his edgy comedy or he's out of the movie. Imagine that, Deadpool without Ryan Reynolds. It sounds insane, but Disney isn't joking around. Apparently, they weren't amused by how Ryan allegedly bullied Justin, and now they're making him pay for it. He's either got to soften his humor or step aside entirely.
To me, this does not help Blake Lively's case at all. This pettiness, these jokes, this isn't something you joke about. I'm with Justin's lawyer in this. This is a hugely sad thing to discover that Blake and Ryan thought this was worthy fodder to joke about. Because I don't find it funny. And I thought we weren't supposed to find it funny. It's not a he said, she said. Why were you cracking jokes about it in the movie? I'm sorry.
But here's where it gets even more shocking. Money. A lot of it. We're talking $400 million.
Actor and director Justin Baldoni has sued his co-star Blake Lively and her husband, Deadpool actor Ryan Reynolds, for defamation. Baldoni's suit seeks at least $400 million for damages that include lost future income.
That's the kind of money we're talking about in this lawsuit. $400 million. Evaluators have already dug into Blake and Ryan's finances, and if they lose this legal battle, they could be facing bankruptcy. Years of building their careers, gone just like that. They'd have to start from scratch if Hollywood even lets them back in. This isn't just a lawsuit, it's doomsday for Blake and Ryan. And it doesn't stop there. The fallout is spreading. Blake and Ryan are brand ambassadors for some of the biggest companies in the world, but guess what? Those companies don't like bad press. If this lawsuit keeps dragging their names through the mud, those contracts are gone. Say goodbye to those multi-million-dollar endorsements. At some point, you have to ask, was it all worth it? All Blake had to do was apologize. That's it. Swallow her pride, admit she was wrong, and move on. But no, she thought she could take down Justin. Now, it looks like Justin is the one taking them down, in the most legally savage way possible. It's hard to see them coming out of this unscathed, and honestly, they did this to themselves. Please hit the like button and subscribe to stay updated.